I have this clip here. Let's create a fast animation. I'll move the clip to the left, move the playhead, for example, to this point, and I'm going to click here to create a new keyframe. So now we just saved the position of this clip at this particular point. Then I'll move to this point, for example, and I'll just move the clip to the right. So I just created a very simple animation. The clip moves from the left of the screen to the right of the screen. Great. Note if I'm selecting the clip and I open the drop-down menu here and select transform, I have this line. This is a representation of the motion. So this is the original position of the clip and it moves across this path until it reaches the other point. Great. This allows me to perform two very important things, because this representation allows us to edit the motion path, and it allows us to do that in a visual way by selecting a point and move it. So for example, I'll move the image to this point here. So now I can click on this point and move it around to the new desired position at this point in time. So for example, I just moved this point here. I can come back to this point, for example, and move it this way. So now the image will first move towards the first point before going down to the second point and finally to the end here. And I can change the interpolation of these points by simply right-clicking on any point and changing the interpolation from linear to smooth. And now the animation at this point will be smoothed out. So instead of the image changing its course suddenly, like what happens at this point, for example, now there's a smooth curve added to this point that will make the motion look more natural. And I can even have finer control. So if I click on this point, I have new controls. These controls allow me to edit the motion path in more precise ways to achieve more advanced effects. Motion paths will make it easier for you to animate elements like logos or objects on the screen much easier.